Salut les filles! Hi girls, I just wanted to give you a few more tips on the passé composé. We just worked on past tense and the sentence we used was je suis parti. Now that is partir, an IR verb, and you take off the R, leave the I on there. Or really what I prefer to do is take off the IR and then add the R, so then you're clear on what has to come off and what's going back on. Je suis parti. Unfortunately, because the être verb has a bit of a blingy attack, you have to add an extra E on the end because I'm feminine and I'm saying it. It's me who's doing the action. If I said, you two have gone, as you have now because you're not here, so the girls have gone, they've left. Les filles sont parties. It sounds the same at the end, parti, but you add an E, and you also add even more bling, you add the S to it, parti with an S. So that is spelt P-A-R-T-I-E-S. Les filles sont parties. Les filles sont parties. Ok. Moi, je suis partie. I've gone out. Sorry, I've left. Je suis partie. That actually brings me on to the next part. What's the difference between partir and sortir? Okay, so gone. That's what we've just done. Gone, they've gone. So that is parti, departed. Think of it as departed. But when you go out of the building, you're expected to come back in. So usually if you go out for a break, for some fresh air, you're coming back in. So the teacher says, right, go out and come back later. So that is sortir, sortir. And past tense, the past participle is sorti, sorti. Now, as our theme today was the past tense that uses être verbs, so we would use je suis parti, je suis sorti, je suis sorti, et je suis rentré. Je suis sorti, je suis rentré. I went out and came back in. And when I first came in, je suis entré, I entered. All of those have the E added to the end because I am feminine. So there are a few sentences in general. Now let's start right from the beginning. Let's not even look at the être verbs. Let's look at avoir. Things as simple as I ate a banana. J'ai mangé une banane. J'ai mangé une banane. J'ai, spelt J apostrophe A-I. Manger, M-A-N-G-E, with an acute accent. When you're on your piece of paper, this way, and you're writing M-A-N-G-E, the accent, j'ai mangé. J'ai mangé une banane. Now let's extend that to look at you ate a banana. Tu as mangé une banane. Tu as mangé une banane. Wait. And then someone goes, she ate a banana. Elle a mangé une banane. Elle a mangé une banane. J'ai, tu as, il a, elle a. Then if we have the plural, nous avons mangé une banane. We've all eaten a banana. Another passerby comes along and says they've eaten a banana. Ils ont mangé une banane. If it's a group of males or mixed, of course. If it's just females, you can say elles ont mangé une banane. Et voilà. J'ai mangé une banane. Tu as mangé une banane. Il a mangé une banane. Elle a mangé une banane. Nous avons mangé une banane. Vous avez mangé une banane. Ils ont mangé une banane. Elles ont mangé une banane. Okay, changing the verb. Manger is quite easy because it's an ER verb. ER, remember the formula. You take off ER and put E acute, E accent on it. If it is an RE verb, then you take off the RE and replace it with U, which is the U, of course. Vendre, pardon, vendre, vendre, to sell becomes vendu, vendu, sold. I sold my car. J'ai vendu ma voiture. J'ai vendu ma voiture. I bought a new one. I bought a car. J'ai acheté une voiture. My car is gone. gone, going. Remember that should ring alarm bells. Être, être, être. Okay, so my car has gone. Ma voiture est partie. Ma voiture est partie. My car's gone. Et, because it's être. We don't say ma voiture a parti because partir is an être verb when you use it in the past tense for passé composé. I sold my car isn't a movement motion verb in that picture of the Mrs. Van der Tramp castle. So what I'd like you to do is to write down, go back through this video and write down the examples I've given you and just start to separate them. Have one sheet of paper for avoir, j'ai mangé une banane. I'm sure you won't forget that one now. I'm sure it's ingrained by now, the amount of repetition I've just done on it. And je suis parti. Try the Elvis one. What is that Elvis sentence? Elvis has left the room. Elvis is in the room. Find it or just make your own version and then make it stick. Voilà. Alors, j'ai fini, I have finished. J'ai fini, that comes from finir. Avez-vous fini? Have you finished? If you have finished writing all the words down, then you can now finish the video. If not, rewind, go back and take more notes, and that shall help you to digest things a bit more for next week. But don't forget the homework was to write down what you ate, so you're putting it into practice, you're revising your food and drinks as well. Merci, au revoir.